Okay, let's read 100 points on amphibians. In amphibians, fertilization is usually external in water, but in some cases there is external fertilization. In most of the salamanders, fertilization is internal because they live mainly on land. According to fossil record, Steostega is believed to be the first earliest amphibian. Fossils of Steostega were discovered in eastern Greenland. There are two main lineages of amphibians. The one is amniotic lineage and the other is non-amniotic lineage. The amphibians are amniotes because their eggs are not amniotic. If we talk about fishes, the fishes are also amniotes because their eggs are not amniotic. Amphibians, their eggs are also don't their eggs also doesn't possess amniotic sac, so that's why they are also referred to as amniotes. Reptiles, birds and mammals, all of these three are amniotes because their eggs are amniotic. The skin of amphibians does not have any scales, feathers or hair. The amphibians are ectothermic, which means that they depend on external temperature. The adult amphibians have brain containing three major parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. The midbrain contains optic tectum, which is responsible for visual sensory information. The larvae, adult salamanders, and some anurans have lateral line system. The true tongue was first evolved in amphibians. Their tongue is highly sticky to capture prey. The skin of amphibians is moist. Amphibians Amphibian skin has glands as well as chromatophores. Poison glands help them to secrete toxic substances for their defense against predators. Mucus glands help them moisten their skin. Amphibian skins also secrete sticky substances to stick with female during mating. Chromatophores provide color to the skin of amphibians. The chromatophores are the special cells which aid in cryptic coloration, aposematic coloration, and mimicry. The skin of amphibians help in gases exchange and functions as a respiratory organ because their skin is richly supplied with blood vessels. The gases exchange occurs the gases exchange across skin is known as cutaneous respiration. In amphibians, buccopharyngeal respiration takes place. It is a type of respiration in which gases exchange takes place at the moist surface of mouth and pharynx. Gases exchange also takes place in lungs. It is termed as pulmonary ventilation or respiration. The respiration method of amphibians depends on external temperature. At 500 degrees Celsius, gases exchange takes place across the surface of skin and mouth. At 25 degrees Celsius, amphibians respire mostly by pulmonary respiration lungs. The amphibian larvae and some adults respire through external gills. There are three pairs of gills composed of cartilaginous rods. The amphibians have a well-developed blind-ending vessels of lymphatic system. They also have lymphatic hearts which pump fluid throughout the lymphatic system. The skull of amphibians is flattened. As compared to the fishes, the skull of amphibians is similar with fewer bony elements. This character helps them to float freely in water very easily. The sternum is a ventricle plate of bone which protects their internal organ. The bones of fins of ancient sarcopterygian fishes and the bones of the appendages in amphibians are homologous. The amphibians have joints on shoulder, elbow, knee, wrist, and ankle. The pelvic girdles of amphibians have three bones such as ilium, ischium, and pubis. The amphibians have zygapophyses on each of their vertebrae to prevent twisting. The salamanders move in an undulatory manner. Sicilians show accordion-like movement. Frogs and toads locomote and jump with their well-developed feet. Adult amphibians are carnivorous because they feed on invertebrates. Amphibian larva is herbivorous which feeds on algae and plant material. The ventricles of amphibians have no septum. The amphibians have eyes which contain lower lids, nictitating membrane, orbital glands, lens, and iris. The nictitating membrane is part of the lower lid. It is transparent. The orbital glands lubricate and wash the eyes. The lower lid and orbital glands play important role in protecting the eyes from dust and other pollutants. The kidneys of amphibians are located on the dorsal side of body cavity. The amphibians excrete urea and ammonia NH3 as their nitrogenous waste. Some amphibians prevent water loss by forming cocoons. The cocoons are formed in the outer layer of skin. Most of the amphibians lay eggs in water because their eggs do not contain any hard shells to be protected. The amphibians are dioecious, which means their sexes are separate. The gonads are located near the dorsal body wall. During breeding seasons, the amphibians use advertisement calls to attract females. The advertisement calls are also used to warn other males that the territory is occupied. The reciprocation calls are used by females to indicate receptiveness. Release calls are given by females who are not ready for receptiveness. Distress calls are made during pain or during attack by the predators. The genus Pipa carry their eggs on their back because their embryo develops on land. One of the biggest problems that amphibians face is concerning osmoregulation. The aquatic amphibians face the same issue as with freshwater fishes. The amphibians need to get rid of excess water and conserve essential oils. They get rid of excess water by producing hypotonic urine. There are three orders of modern amphibians. The first order is order Chordata. It contains salamanders and newts. They have long tail with two pairs of limbs. The middle ear is absent in salamanders and newts. There are about 350 described species of salamanders. 115 of them live in North America. Plethodontidae is a family of salamanders which are completely terrestrial as their eggs are laid on land. Members of the family Salamanderae are commonly known as newts. They spend most of their life in water. In salamanders, the fertilization is internal as the eggs are stored in spermatheca. The skeleton of salamanders is divided into four regions, for example, from head to the tail: cervical region, trunk region, sacral region, and caudal region. The, the salamanders only use their jaws to capture prey. However, plethodontid salamander as well as frogs and toads use their tongue and jaws to capture prey in flip and grab mechanism. The ears of